It's still off air though. Oh, now it's on air.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Felicia and EA, Evan Anderson.
It's in the game. It's in the game. It's in the game.
Okay. Man. I still can't believe how you lost all your videos though. That was.
I mean, you know what? It really, Felicia, I'm gonna be just perfectly honest. Like, as soon as it happened, I instantly started thinking back to like different audios that I've been listening to, and you know, just different discussions and interviews, podcasts. I've been filling my brain. I've been so engulfed with just a positive movement, especially for like the last 2 months till like it said my account was terminated. I went back in. I entered it like 2 more times to make sure that I wasn't like putting in the wrong password or username or something like that.
Right.
And then when I actually looked at it, man, I started laughing because I just thought it was so funny. You know, I've been reading a lot of books. I told you guys I was, you know, reading Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill and 3 Feet from Gold by Sharon Letcher and Greg Reed and just different stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so funny to me because, like, for my YouTube account to be terminated, all of a sudden, it just kind of all ran with everything that I already been reading. So it's already prepared me to be ready for something like this to happen. You know, I'm actually currently in the process of reading a 4-hour work week. And, you know, yesterday, Tracy on the midday call, you talked about it on the testimonial call today, was talking about how to allocate your time so that you have more time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so like all of these things just falling into alignment. I just got into the point where I've been getting my income producing activities done between 8 a.m. and about 10:30 p.m. I'm getting about 3 to 4 blog posts done along with 2 to 3 videos, all in that little short span, whereas before I had been taking all day to get that same amount of work done. But just based off of what I've been reading in the 4-hour work week, getting the midday calls in and getting that training from Tracy and just the other leaders on just going ahead and getting stuff done, I've been taking care of that. And then, you know, it's just like all of a sudden out of the blue, I'm rolling so smooth till something had to come up to try to deter me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so the instant that I saw something come up to try to deter me,
Mm-hmm.
it tickled the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I sat, man, I laughed. I thought this was the funniest thing probably all year that could have happened to me was my damn YouTube account getting shut down. I only had like 110 videos. The other people who I ever heard of that had their YouTube accounts getting shut down, they had 400 and 500 videos and different deals like this. And I only had 100.
I was like, damn, every big time now get shut down by YouTube and stuff. Because, you know, usually when you get shut down, you know something about to happen, just like you said. So you just need to prepare yourself for victory because that's all it means. Yeah. I was like, wow, because just like you said, I never thought that my channel would be shut down. Like, it just seems so unreal. And like when I was looking at your video, the whole time I was looking and I was like, really? You know what I'm saying? Just I was sitting up there looking. And, you know, it's just crazy because, like you said, like people like Justin Varengia, his channel got shut down. And so, you know, I said, well, when I get up to about 500 videos, I'll try to seek out hosting. You know, I said, but in the meantime, I'm not really studying that. But your video just let me know that I need to put some fire behind my butt and get on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy because, like, I think about myself maybe 4 or 5 months ago. If this would have happened to me like when I first got started, I probably would have been ready to quit or something. You know what I'm saying? Like if I lost 100 videos, I would probably honestly be ready to quit Empower Network and be like, oh, that's a sign from God that this might not be meant for me. You know what I'm saying? That's probably how I would have.
You frozen.
I lost my videos and I thought the shit was funny because to me all that means is that I'm about to experience a lot more success.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so just already knowing that I'm about to see a lot more success. I think it's funny. I just got right back on the horse and started making some more videos. I mean, I'm up to about 12 videos right now, and it took me 2 months to make 100 videos, and I made it, redid and did over like 10 to 11 videos today. So
nice.
You know,
Yeah, it was just a minor setback for a major comeback.
And there it is.
Because you definitely have what it takes to get right back where you were and actually past where you were. You know what I'm saying? And so that right there it's just going to motivate you to do things in a more professional way and to take your business more seriously. Because like you said, now you know that you're going to keep up with your videos, and they ain't gonna, if they take them again, you're going to have a backup plan.
Exactly.
So that just made you step up your game quickly, you know what I'm saying? Instead of you having to lose 500 videos, God said, well, let me just go ahead and show him that he can lose these videos right here while he just have a few on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold on for a second. Let me answer this door.
All right. Yeah, we go. Hangout. Thanks, that was loud on camera. You ready, boy?
Recognize I'm back.
Yeah, Felicia, I want to introduce you to another one of my business partner. He on our team. If you get what you get, my 15K in Masters course pass ups.
Right.
This is one guy that'll be probably shooting you a couple. This is Mike Reynolds.
What's up? How you doing?
Oh, okay.
He's been on the team from the beginning. You know, he dealing with some personal stuff and doing stuff as far as real estate and different stuff like that. That's occupying a lot of his time. But I think he right on the cusp of just saying, fuck all that shit and let's just go ahead and make this damn money with Empower. Then we can go back to doing all the other shit that we want to do later.
I know that's right. What's up, Mike? Glad to see you. You know, I've been seeing your name, but you know, it's good to be able to put a face with a name.
It is always, man. I'm not all in the sense of all in, but I'm still all in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm loving everything that's going on. I'm supporting and backing everything y'all got going on. I'm just trying to get some stuff situated on my end as far as my rental properties and stuff go, so that I can put 100% on just Empower Networking and the internet, period. You know what I'm saying? And just focusing in on that. So that's my thing right now. I mean, if ands and maybes, it is what it is. I don't know that.
Right.
Yeah, it is what it is. But you know, I'm spectating, but I'm still a believer, and I'll be all in.
That's right. You know, as long as you're all in mentally, the being all in financially is going to come. It's just, you know, a matter of time. So,
hey, little lady.
So, hey, TT.
Hey, TT.
Yeah, man, we getting down, man. We having a good time. It's Friday. Shit, man. Everything is up. Everything, man. Everything so far on the up and up. It's just ridiculous, man. You know, like when stuff that happened in my life that's like most people will take as negative or they'll take it as a setback. I just look at it as a setup, man. It's just setting me up.
It is a setup. It ain't no setback. It's a setback if you allow yourself to be put back from it. Almost cursing. TT right there.
Yeah, I don't know if you all have ever seen that video with Lil Boosie. I'm sure y'all have seen it though. What's the name of it? Dang.
Lil Boosie.
Yeah.
Boosie.
You talking about Boosie with the box? You talking about Boosie with the box?
Boosie with the box. The NO fade. Yes, the NO fade. Yeah. Yeah, Boosie. He you know, cause all that had happened to him or whatever, and he was just like, you know, this is just a minor setback for a major comeback, because you know, he had been bad in his past, you know what I'm saying? Like his reputation did catch up with him, and so he ended up having to go to jail and do a little time. But you know, he was just like, it doesn't even matter. He's gonna go do this time, and then he'll be able to come back, and you know, things just gonna be major. So I believe that's what's about to happen for you. You know, and so the end of 2012 and 2013 gonna be a year. So
Hey, 2012 is a year of divine order, but a lot of people feel like that means like 2012 was just supposed to be great. No, it's gonna be horrible because you got to get rid of all of the old so that you can set yourself up for the new. 2013 is, in biblical terms, 2012. The 12 is a year of divine order. So I mean, in 13, you know, it when things start coming and breaking loose. 12 was really just, I'll move over. 12 was really just like the setup for it all. So in everything that's going on, you have to take it for what it is, and the only way to do that is to step outside of what's actually going on and see the whole picture. I mean, it's gonna be wonderful as long as you stay in your lane. And what I mean by that is just staying in order, staying in your purpose and moving forward and overcoming the situations that get put in front of you so that you can progress. Because anything that's negative in your life is like a setup for the greater. You know what I'm saying? Everything is reciprocity. For Newton's law, actions, reactions, it is what it is. It's like you got to have the negative for you to build. It takes negative for you to build on the positive.
that's right. That's right. It takes the negative. It takes the bad things for you to appreciate the good things, the blessings in your life. Because, you know, if I didn't struggle growing up, if I didn't watch my parents struggle growing up, then having a $3,000 day or my first $650 day would have meant nothing to me. You know, but I had to have the struggle in order for me to appreciate my first 4-figure day.
Yeah.
You know? And so you're absolutely right, and that's the way I believe too. I believe everything that happens.
Congratulations on the $3,000 day. That's major.
Yeah,
that's major. Some people haven't. Some people have never even made that in a month.
Right.
Yeah, you're right about that. I didn't know you had your first.
I've had $3,000 weeks, but for me to jump in there and have a $3,000 day, and when you really when it's all boiled down and you get into the meat and potatoes of things, man, it's people out there that never had $3,000 in their hand at one time, let alone to make it in a week or a month or a day. But that's powerful, man.
Right.
And a lot of times, because we are used to, or we understand, or have been exposed to certain things, we take things for granted, or they mean less than what they really should be. It seems that it's like minute, but I mean, the power behind it is like it's unconceivable. When it's really more conceivable than a lot of the things that we believe are.
That's right. And I'm grateful for everything. You know, I had a $125 day yesterday, and I'm grateful for that. You know, like I'm just grateful, period. You know, and when you can be grateful and when you can be happy when somebody else is producing or when somebody else is getting the results that you want, then that's when what you want is going to manifest. Right. You know, Evan, I always watch him. He cheers me on. You know, he congratulates me when I always, you know, used to sit back and be like, well, Lord, you know, I want my teammates to have their first $1,000 day or first $1,500 day. You know, I appreciate them for cheering me on, but it'll make me even happier if they have theirs. And so when he got his, I was like, thank God. You know, I was just super excited because while I do want to produce and while I do want to make money, I'm not satisfied unless my team can do the same thing. You know, I don't want to just be sitting up, you know, like whatever. I want them to be able to produce as well. And so, you know, I just encourage people to just be happy for one another. Yeah. Just learn to be happy for somebody else too, because when you can be happy for somebody else and not be jealous, I truly believe that's when you will reap your benefits too.
Yeah. I agree. Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, that's what it's really all about. It's not you gonna get you, but what it's really about is helping others. And I mean, I can't remember exactly who the person was. I'm not trying to get biblical on you, but I can't remember exactly who the person was. But it was like he was like, Lord, God asked him, well, what do you want? He was like, well, I just want to be able to lead my people so that they can be good.
Mm-hmm.
And God was like, well, since you asked me for that and it had nothing to do with you, I'm going to allow you to be a better leader than your father. Because his father was like on his deathbed. So I'm going to allow you to be a better leader than your father. But since you didn't ask me for yourself, not only am I going to allow you to be a better leader than your father, I'm going to give you everything else that go along with it, the riches and the glory and everything, because you asked for something and you asked for it selflessly. It wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about helping people and allowing people to, giving them the information or the understanding or the help to achieve more so that they can be better. And everything that you want to do, all of that will come. It's gonna come to you in abundance, man. You gotta step outside of the comfort zone and quit worrying about today and yourself. And that's not what it's about. So that's major for you to have like that mind frame or that train of thought. And like, you know, it's not me making $1,000 a day or $3,000 a day. You know, give me $1,000 a day. Let all my people make a $3,000 a day.
That's right.
I can deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they kind of go along the same lines. Kind of before we just started this hangout,
Mm-hmm.
I was actually talking to Keisha, and Keisha's right here also. She can interject.
Hey, Keisha.
Hey.
You know, I was just talking about, you know, her getting a video out about, you know, about her recently having her first $1,500 day, and how, you know, when I see other people having success, I take their success and I promote it.
Mm-hmm.
In order to just promote the whole cause, the whole movement that we have going on. You know, just her story alone, me as a male being able to post her story on my wall, female or women that can put themselves in her shoes or that can relate to her story, her struggle, everything that she done came through, it's going to help them to go ahead and make a decision to go ahead and just go ahead and click the button and go ahead and get in on this thing and take advantage of the situation that it is now. So, Keisha, I mean, if you want to just share some more, I mean, you're the newest first time $1,500 dayer. You want to share a little bit of that with us?
Bow.
Yeah, you know, it was really amazing. I knew that there was 500 coming, and actually, you know, it was really sweet because I had been talking to my team member, and he was saying, and actually I had called him up because he was unpaid that was just sitting back there, and his card didn't process. That's all it was. And so I helped him out, and then you know, he got on board, and we talked a bit, and then he said he was going to do the 500, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, whenever you're ready, you know, just let that happen. And then he ended up doing both, and I was like, oh my God! And I woke up, and it was so crazy because on Thursday, which was Thanksgiving, I had 2 deductions, or there was a PayPal account for some, you know, product I'm using, and another one came out, and I was like, where's my payday? You know, where's my extra, where's my money that's coming to me? And lo and behold, the next day, I was checking my emails. That's what I usually just roll over and check my emails all the time, because I'm always expecting an increase. And lo and behold, it was there. I was like, oh my goodness. And yeah, so you know, I one of the things that I said on the motivational call that Friday was it was sort of a little bittersweet because it was great and it was good, but I couldn't exactly, and I'll be, you know, really transparent, I couldn't exactly celebrate the way I wanted to, because, and I was telling somebody else, I don't know if it was that I was expecting it to come, or you know, just truly, like, you know, truly believing that, you know, eventually I'm going to have a $1,500 day, or is it where I am in my life right now, you know, just not really being satisfied with my job, and, you know, not really being happy with where I am. You know, I couldn't figure out what the two were, which is part of the reason why I haven't been able to do the video. I really physically couldn't emotionally do the video that Friday. And I still have yet to do it, but it's okay because I've got you know, I got some new information from our 15K formula session last night. So I definitely will, definitely try to do it this weekend. But it was, it was great. I thank God for it. I feel like, things are really starting to come together. So I thank God for it.
And,
Awesome.
and just to share this with anybody who's watching this right now, if you're watching it on YouTube after this point, or if you're watching it live now, and Keisha, just to share this with you also, the biggest reason why you want to go ahead and just shoot that video immediately is so that you can go ahead and kick it out to your list as something that happened. It adds to your story. You go ahead and you create the video, you send it to your list, and that's gonna motivate people on your list to buy. So basically, your story and you having success is going to sell more sales.
Yeah.
It's going to keep selling the story that you have going, and it's going to create something for you where you can say, okay, I had this $1,500 day. I wrote a blog post about it, sent it out to my list, and then I got this many more sales as a result of that.
Yeah.
Because immediately that's what I experienced. The second I had my $1,500 day, I shot a video on it, I kicked it out, and over the course of the next 3 days, I made about $250 between inner circles and basic member signups.
Wow.
Let me piggyback on what Evan just said also, and I totally agree with what he just said, but at the same time I want to kind of like talk a little bit more on what I heard just now and what came to me when you were talking. You know what? Because your emotion behind why or how you had that day, if like you didn't expect it or didn't think that it was coming, it probably wouldn't have. So the fact that you weren't like overly excited behind the fact that it happened or you didn't know, that doesn't matter. Just go ahead and do the video because you were expecting it. Yeah, your emotions may not been like, I made $1,500. You were expecting. You thought that was going. You felt like that was going to happen. So your emotions may not have been at a 10 because you already saw it being there. Yeah. But that doesn't. Yeah. That's in your emotions, like because of you didn't. They don't show that way. It just is what it is. I felt like it was coming and it came. I was still excited at a 10. I just didn't show a 10 because I already pretty much knew that it was there. It was coming. I was expecting it to come. I didn't know when, but that's what I was looking for. So do it. Put it out there, man. Make it happen.
Yeah. It's definitely not that I'm not going to do it. I, just, again, just, having the right, being. That's what's going to save you. It's going to happen.
But congratulations, though. I know you're still gonna do it. I was just saying, it's like you knew it's gonna take like some of the peak off of it because you knew it was coming. But that's a great thing, just like knowing that and believing that itself.
Yeah. I have something to say on that too. Sometimes like I get sales kind of on the low. And I don't post it in the, I don't post it in the groups. I don't post it on my Facebook page, and sometimes I don't do videos on it. And I think the reason why sometimes is because I have people that are my friends on my friends list who haven't had sales, or people who have had sales but not as many as I have, and things of that nature. And so I find myself sometimes feeling bad for them and possibly hindering myself, from receiving my blessings. And so sometimes I have to set aside my pride or whatever you may want to call it and just do it. And the reason what motivates me to go ahead and do it is because I don't want to keep sounding religious or anything, but because I love God, and I know that I wouldn't be where I am today without God. And so in order for him to keep blessing me, then I have to share my testimonial with people. Sometimes I don't even want to get on a motivational call because I don't want people to feel like, well, Felicia thinks she knows it all and she thinks she's too good. Because growing up, we all have people who say things like that growing up, because I was one of the smart people in school, or like, that used to get recognized and stuff in school, and people would say negative things like that. And so I think that's carried over to my business. But again, what motivates me is the fact that I know who did this for me, and I know that without him, this would not be possible. And so because of that, I still make a video and I give God the glory in it, you know. And so, yeah, so I think that right there encourages me. And even when I don't want to do a video, even when I don't want to do a testimonial, it motivates me to go ahead and do it, because people need to hear that. You know, some people who are struggling, like people in my city right here, they just don't believe they can do what we do. You know, when me and Keisha was just sitting up there talking, we were like, this is like so easy, because all you really have to do is just pay a few dollars and then you get paid. Like, who can't do that? You know, and so, but people look at it like this is the hardest thing to do. You know, but people need to hear our testimonials. They need to hear our success stories, even though they might not mean as much to us as it would mean to them. They still need to hear it, because that right there might push them over the edge. And who knows, you might bless that person to where they can come in this business and within the next 6 months be making their first $30,000 a month. You know?
And you know, Felicia, just to kind of piggyback on that, like I actually had somebody, you know, usually when I start off my videos, I'll say, you know, hey, hi, what's up? This is EA, Easy Money, Evan Anderson out of Savannah, Georgia. I had somebody that actually asked me, well, why do you keep on saying your name Easy Money? And I had to go ahead and break it down for him one time and let him know where I came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because where I came from, I started working at the age of 12. I remember as a little boy, my grandma had me raking the backyard with a broom. Before I bagged up
You was
the groceries.
sweeping the backyard?
I swept up the backyard. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I was operating, sweeping up the backyard. I started working in the cabinet shop at the age of 12, cutting the grass at the church. I had more damn jobs than a Jamaican. You know, when I went to college, I went to college, got a degree in 5 years. I wasn't on the 4-year plan. I was on the 5-year plan. Changed my major 3 times. At the whole time, I was working in convenience stores, building swimming pools, pouring concrete, stacking in the ground swimming pools in the middle of Georgia heat.
Man,
and I was going through all of that kind of stuff before I went to retail and doing club promoting, where I was in the club 4 or 5 nights out of the week for 6-7 hours a night.
Wow.
On top of doing retail, and now I'm working. The last 5 years, I've been working in mental health, working more overtime than straight time. And when I tell people this is the easiest money I ever made in my life, that's why I call myself EA, Easy Money, Evan Anderson out of Savannah, Georgia, because this is the easiest damn money I ever made in my life. I get to sit around the damn house in my long johns and basketball shorts. I try to change my t-shirts whenever I'm getting ready to shoot a damn video. And I'm making lots of money on the side doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why this is easy money, because I'm doing this from the house. I'm chilling.
I hear
You know
it.
I don't even want to go nowhere else.
Right.
And that's the whole deal behind it. It's not gonna get no easier than this. If I have to find another job, I gotta drive there. That's the first problem, and I gotta drive back home. That's the second problem. On top of me having to do whatever the fuck they want me to do while I'm there, it's probably gonna be some bullshit.
And you got to be on time.
And I got to be there on time.
And you better hope you don't get sick, because you might not have sick days.
Might don't have no damn sick days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I tell you, yeah, I'm easy money. This is easy money. You do it from home. You do it when you want to do it, and you pretty much dictate what you're gonna have coming in based off of how much work you do. I always been a damn hard worker. That ain't gonna change. I'm gonna always work. I know that. At retirement age, I'll still be working, doing something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Something, because I'm the kind of person who I can't just sit around and not be doing that. I can't sit around and watch TV all day. I'd be miserable.
Me too.
I tried it.
Me too.
You know,
and
so I had to put that out there real quick, because people that kind of came at me talk about what's this easy money thing all about, and they don't understand. If you ever poured a slab of concrete
in July
in Georgia,
112, heat index 120, concrete hot. Woo!
Yeah, I done poured concrete in the rain with a raincoat on.
Oh, not no raincoat. It was a full suit. It was the pants and the jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about this, you know. And I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing. And I can't understand how somebody could come from a background like, you know, I've come from, or like Evan just spoke about. I don't know, you know, everybody's background, but you know, a background where you had to work hard, you know, and not really get paid what you're worth. You know, I can't see how somebody could come into this business and have that background but quit after 2 weeks or a month because I've been blogging for 2 weeks and I ain't rich yet. You know, like David Wood
I
said.
hear that thing one more time.
You know, like I just don't understand it. I really don't. You know, and maybe I don't understand it because when I got in, I made money. The second day, the third day, I've been making money. Maybe that's why. And I'm not trying to be selfish with it, but I still just think that if I had gotten in and I didn't make money in 2 months and didn't know anything about anything, I believe I still would have made money. You know, I believe I still would have stayed in the game. I believe I still would have pressed forward because it just doesn't get any easier than this. Because even if you are in and you don't know anything about it, then the answer to your question is the next package. You know, I always tell people the answer to your question is in the next package. It really is. You know, if you want to know about how to outsource things, you need to get to Costa Rica. You know, if you want to know how to do paid marketing strategies or different type of strategies in market, you need to get the 15K. And if you want to write stories in your emails or be compelling, then guess what? You need to get the Master's Retreat course. And why I can tell you that? Because I own all of those products. You know, and I know what those products have done for me. And so that's what I love about Empower Network. It's not a business where I got to sell vitamins that I never tried or sell these type of pills that I don't, because I don't like to take pills. So I know I could never be a vitamin or a pill seller because I believe in being ethical. You know, I can't be ethical if I haven't tried the product, but I have tried Empower Network and I know what it can do for your business. You know, and so I encourage anybody, if you're watching this video, whether you're watching it now, whether you're watching the recording, I encourage you to get back with whoever is on this video that you are attracted to and just join them and watch what they do and buy all the products because you will truly love it. You know, you'll truly be glad you did.
Yeah. I mean, I think you hit the nail right on the head. It's just been so amazing. And I love that you said your answer is in the next product. Mm-hmm. That's such a wonderful answer. And you know, people have to be, you know, one of the things I tell my team is be realistic about what we have here. We have some awesome products. I mean, ones that I can actually really believe in. And I was telling Evan, you know, when we were on the Hangout before that, you know, for the first time, you know, I actually really believe in what we have here. And that was actually before the 15K. You know, I believe that that $1,500 was going to pop up into my account, whether somebody said it was going to be there or not. I believed it was going to happen eventually because I put down the money in the first place. So I believed that it was going to be a return on my investment. And you know, I just think you know, I really just truly do believe in what we have, and it's just been amazing. And you know, I'm just looking forward to so many more days, and really, you know, plugging away and really doing this thing and really going hard on this, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Man, Keisha, I'm so all in on what you just said. I'm so all in on what Felicia just said because it's just the butt naked truth. I mean, let's just be perfectly honest here, man. It's just the totally butt naked truth about what's going on, man. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm going to tell you, like, a couple of days ago, I went on my Facebook wall and I posted a question. And I asked people how much did they pay per semester for their college education. I asked that publicly on my wall, and I got good feedback from it. I probably got about 12 people to respond. I got people that were in community college to respond. I got people that were in regular college. I got people that were you know, getting their masters. I got all these different people to respond. And folks right now in 2012 are paying anywhere between $3,000 and about $7,000 per semester.
Oh, it's more than that.
I'm just giving you what the people who responded to my message that I put. $3,000 to $7,000 per semester that they're spending to get what they feel like is going to be a better job. And for $15 5125. I think that's what the number is, 5125.
Mm-hmm.
You can get started right now, start earning your money back, and
Still get a great education.
and get a better education than what you'll get in college. I put what I've learned from the Empower Network as far as the Costa Rica 15K and the Master's Retreat course. I put that against anybody's degree in America.
Any day.
Period. I put it against anybody's. I don't care.
You know what? I'm gonna break down some numbers for you. And you know what, Evan? And I know that you're right, and I'll tell you why. Because if I had answered that, mine would have been I think mine was 8,000 a semester, and I did 5 years.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy. And this was back in the mid-90s. And let's see, I got my degree in 1998, and how many years later? About 12, a little more than, about 14 years later, here I am, and I'm thinking I should be making way more money than this. Now, granted,
I don't know what plan you was on. I was on that 5-year plan. Now I was on that 4-year plan.
I had 5 years. It was 5 years, but considering how much money I'm making, and you know, granted, it is 6 figures. But if you calculate the people that how much money people can make now with Empower Network. You can actually do it. Even if you did had one person go all in a month or every other month, you would still be in a better position and will have gotten there faster than where I am right now. So if you really break down the numbers, it took me all these years to get to the 6 figures where you can actually do that within a way shorter time period. And I'm thinking to myself, if we just plug all into what we have here and go hard and do nothing else but this and focus our attention here, then we'll be light years ahead of where we could have been 10, 15 years down the road. But people don't look at that long term, you know.
And this is one of the things that kind of rung through for me too, Keisha, is because I got my degree. I got a management, a BS sports management degree. BS. I really mean it as BS.
So I'm looking at like.
So I got a BS degree in sports management. I got a minor in business. Right. I got that degree in 2003. Okay, it's 2012. I've only had one job in that 9-year span that even asked me about my transcript. They even asked for me to, and that is a requirement for me to give them my transcript in order to get the job. The highest paying job that I've ever had as a result of my degree is an $18 an hour job. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so, in 9 years, for me to only have one person to ever ask for it, and the highest job that I ever got as a result of it is an $18 an hour job.
Wow.
In the sense, I look at not the whole college experience, because don't get me wrong, I had a great time. I partied well. I throw the best damn cookout you ever been to. Trust me. I knew how to damn party.
Oh, I wish I was there.
Georgia Southern was a party school. We was top notch. We took pride in that.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as the educational aspect, I mean, it really was a damn joke. I mean, I'm just being honest here. It was a joke. Because only thing I really learned is I learned how to get by, yes. I learned how to manage, budget, and stuff like that as far as taking care of my bills and life skills. I learned how to throw good cookouts, like I just said, and throw good parties. But that shit didn't have nothing to do with getting no job or making no money when I got out. Nothing.
Wow.
You know, and that's why I say, and I tell people, if you're willing to invest, you know, you sign your name on a document the Sally Mae saying that you finna give her that money back for that education. And I mean, really, man, you'd be a lot better off if you just say, man, I'm finna invest my education in this Empower Network, this internet marketing, this trending industry, and learn how to make money here. so that I can start making money while I'm learning, as opposed to just building debt while I'm learning.
Right.
Or memorizing. Actually, that's what you're doing. You're not learning that. You're memorizing a bunch of stuff.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's really going on. You're not learning anything. You're memorizing and learning how to cram.
Yep.
So you're a lot better off just going ahead over here and learning, okay, let me learn how to build a business. Let me learn how to build an online business with no overhead. The overhead is about $180 a month based off of how many people on your list, right? I would rather spend $180 a month, spend $5,000, then spend $180 a month and learn and start having a business that's bringing me return on my investment than to spend 5 years spending money memorizing shit that I'm not going to need for any job that I'm going to take, because once I take the job, I'm still going to have to go through at least about 2 weeks of on-the-job training for about $15 to $16 an hour, man. That's craziness.
You're keeping it real. You're keeping it real. And just to think that, you know, the degree that I had won, I mean, I've been to school several times, switched up my major several times, and what I really desired to do was to be a teacher, you know. And you know, for those of you that know my significant other, you know that he's a teacher, and they really don't get paid what they're worth. They really don't. You know, all the stuff that he has to do, you know, and the stressing out that he has to go through, it's just not worth it, you know. And like I said, when I had my first $3,000 day, that was what he makes it probably in a month, you know, after taxes. And that's very little, you know, for what he has to go through, and then how he has to please all of the parents and all of that good stuff. And so yeah, so what everyone's talking about, the Sally Mae, it was funny because I had put mine on hold, and you know how what is it called, deferment? What is it, Keisha? When you with your student loans, when you put it off, you know, you sign a paper to get it pushed back so you don't have to pay it right away. Keisha.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I put myself on mute. Yeah. I actually never, to be honest, I never got any loans. That's why.
You never. Okay.
I think it's called deferment. I think it's called deferment.
Yeah, it's called deferment or forbearance. They give you two options.
So I did the D word, and I tried to forget about it, but yeah, they didn't let me forget. So as you can see right here,
hold on, you're not by yourself. You definitely not by yourself. You see that say direct loans right there?
You know what? You know what's funny though? I think that student loans, even if you die, you still have to pay those.
Yes.
I think that's the only thing that you can't not pay. Mm-hmm. But your student loans are forever, whether you're alive or dead. That's nuts.
True.
Let me just quote a rapper real quick, and I don't know if he ever went to college or not, but back when I first heard him say this line, it was about 2001, sometime around then. T.I. on his first CD said, "College is a white man game and it's ran good." I don't care who game it is. The fact is that the game is ran well, extremely well, because we all caught up in this whole deal that if we go to college, that we're gonna have we're gonna come out better than a person who don't go to college. And what the truth is, the time that we spend going to college is the time that somebody who doesn't go to college is actually on the job, gaining experience to be ahead of us when we get out of college. That's been one of my personal findings, that, okay, once I got out of school and I came with my degree holding it up proud because it took me 5 years to get it, I still had somebody who didn't go to college working ahead of me because they had more experience than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a catch-22 situation. You go to college and get a degree, but then you don't have the experience. Mm-hmm. Or you don't go to college, you get the experience, but then you don't have the degree. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no way that you can win in that situation at all.
Right.
And will say, oh well, you have a better earning potential if you get a degree. Okay, though, that's great, but check back with my scenario and see how far see how far I've gotten and how much I make right now, as opposed to if I had started 5 years ago, 10 years ago, doing this same thing and getting myself on the internet, making money there. I would be making way more money. And I actually started on the internet, I think, oh man, it was probably back in 2008 or 2009. But what I didn't do, I didn't reinvest in my business. And that's why, you hear about a lot of folks that, they've only gone on the internet 4 or 5 years. And I actually started out back then. Had I just reinvested in my business, I'd be way further ahead. And actually, I probably have gotten to where I am right now, if not further, money-wise, in that short span of time. I just think the internet, there's tons of money to be made, and we just got to go after it. And we can help a lot of people, too.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's no doubt about it in my mind. Like I always tell people that, like now at this current time, I'm in a stage of knowing. I'm not guessing or thinking that this is going to work. I'm not believing that this is going to work. I know it's going to work because if you just look at the whole, if you step back from the situation and look at it as it is, everything is going towards computers or is already computer oriented. Everybody's walking around with smartphones, which are already mini computers. So how can technology and the internet not be the industry of today or the industry of tomorrow? We're past the industrial age. We're past the whole warehouse factory systems. We're past all of that stuff. And it's all about technology, being in fast forward, being in the internet. We all already know that salespeople make the most money. They just do. They sell the stuff, they get commissions off, they make the most money. So with us having a situation like what we have here with Empower Network, where all we have to do is lead traffic to somebody else who's actually going to sell, you don't even have to have sales skills. All you have to do is be determined to push traffic to this link. This link, or this link, wherever we put it at, up here, down there, over there, doesn't matter. Wherever we put the link at, that's the only thing you have to concentrate, and that's your job.
Right. That's crazy because I just, I don't know, I did a video, I blogged about that. Like that's all we have to do. It's not going to get any easier than this. Like, where you get the education on how to market. I don't care what business you're in, but you get this education to market any business. This education that you get in Empower Network will take you far, years and years and years. This information will still be able to help you. And all we have to do is drive the traffic to the site, just like Evan just said, drive the traffic to the site, and we make money. Yeah. We don't have to sit up there and sell. We don't have to get on the phone with the people. Yes, some of us get on the phone because we like to talk to people or for whatever reason, but you don't even have to get on the phone. All you do is drive the freaking traffic. How easy can that get? Yep. Drive traffic. Wow. And just thinking back, you all, a few years ago, but when I was younger, I used to always want to be able to be online and make money online. But I just didn't think that I'd be able to make as much money as I'm making now. And just to think that I quit my job on faith, my brother wasn't here, I was paying his bills and everything. And, but back in June or July, I just stepped out on faith, only like 2 months into this business. And I said, you know what, I'm going to quit my job because I just believe that I can make more if I had more time to devote to this business. And that's what I did. I ended up quitting my job, and here I am now. It's November the 30th, almost December, and I'm still able to pay my bills. As a matter of fact, I'm paying them on time. It's not late. Everything. That's right. I'm paying everything, and it's just so exciting. So it's just so amazing that I could just be getting paid. And I know from people's standpoints, they're out there and they just believe in getting a check and all of that, and that's how they make their money. I know it's hard for them to fathom this, but I'm actually doing this. I'm actually doing this from the comfort of my home, no job, nothing, my own business. I get up, I work when I want to. If I don't want to work, I don't work. It just doesn't get any better than that.
It really doesn't.
I don't care if you only make enough money just to pay your bills. You still doesn't get any better than that. And so it's just wonderful on this side. I encourage you, if you're watching this video and you're not making money online, you're really missing out, and you really you like the Flintstone age. You know, you're like, you know, back there in the 30s or something. Like, what are you doing? Are you serious? You're not making any money online, even if it's just part-time. You could at least get online and make money part-time just to get on here and understand this information. Just get in at the $25 level. Like Dave say, you know, some of you just want to get your toe wet, dip your toe in the water. Just dip your toe in the water. I mean, because when you get a little taste of it, you're just going to want more and more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
Keep your job.
Hey guys, I gotta get ready to go.
Yeah,
So,
we're going to go ahead and wrap it up too.
oh, okay, cool. But it was so nice hanging out with y'all, and I hope, you know, whoever's listening to this, you know, really makes a wise decision, and that's the decision to partner with us and you know, check it out. And it's only $25. You spend $25 coughing.
Yeah.
I mean, for $25, I mean, $25 really don't even go a far ways no more. You can't fill up your car with $25. You can't go out on a date with nobody for $25. You can't go to the movies for $25. It's a ton of shit you can't do for $25. But for $25, what you can do is get started in the business, start learning how to implement strategies that's gonna make you be more successful in life.
Yeah,
That's right.
Period.
awesome.
So that's what you can do for $25. You can't go to the movies, you can't fill up your gas tank, and you can't have a date, but you can start a business.
Wow.
Absolutely. Y'all have any more final words?
Just get in. Click
Yeah.
the link below the video.
Exactly. Hook up with us. I'm Keisha, the Ivy Marketing Mogul, and I'm out.
All right, guys, and I appreciate you, Evan Anderson and Keisha Summer. Am I pronouncing your last name right? Sumner. I'm sorry. And Keisha Sumner, and guys, like we said, hey, get on a winning team. I encourage you to get on a winning team. Look, if you don't want to get up, you know, if you don't want to have the freedom you deserve, you know, if you don't want to be able to wake up when you want to, if you don't want to be able to work when you want to, then don't click on the link below this video, or don't get with one of us. But if you do want to have the freedom you deserve, if you do want to be able to retire within the next year, and if you do want to go with us to Austin, Texas in January, then I highly recommend you to click on the link below this video, or get with one of us, Keisha, Evan, or Felicia right here, and we'll get you started on the right track, all right? So this is us. We're signing off, and we hope you all have a very awesome weekend.